Unlock your English learning potential with one simple trick. I'm about to share a simple trick that can completely transform the way you learn English. It's something you might be overlooking, but trust me, it's the most important thing you can do to improve your English quickly. And the best part? It's easy and you can start right now. That's right, we're talking about listening. Listening is the key to success in learning English, and I'm going to show you why and how you can use it to level up your skills. Feeling stuck in your English learning journey? Have you been trying to learn English for months or even years, but feel like you're not making enough progress? I get it, it's frustrating. But here's the good news. Listening is the easiest way to break through that barrier. It improves everything: your pronunciation, vocabulary, understanding, and even your confidence. Why listening is so powerful. Have you ever tried to speak English and felt nervous because you weren't sure you'd understand the person you were talking to? Or maybe you're afraid of making mistakes because you don't know how to pronounce certain words. Well, guess what? Listening can help with both of those issues. The more you listen, the more you'll understand, and the less afraid you'll be to speak. It's like practicing for real conversations without any pressure. Think about how you learned your first language. You didn't start with grammar books or writing exercises. You started by listening to your parents, friends, the TV, and everything around you. Over time, without even realizing it, you learned how to speak. The same goes for English. Listening is the first step in learning any language. How to use listening to improve your English. The first thing you need to do is make listening a habit. You don't need to listen for hours every day. Just 10 or 15 minutes is enough, but you have to do it consistently, like brushing your teeth. The more you listen, the faster you'll improve. Here's something important. You don't need to listen to boring things. In fact, it's better if you don't. If you listen to something that interests you, you'll stay motivated and enjoy the process. Do you like sports? Listen to sports podcasts in English. Are you a fan of cooking? Watch cooking shows in English. Love music? Listen to English songs. The key is to find something you enjoy so that listening doesn't feel like work. When you're having fun, you won't even realize you're learning. Dealing with different English accents. English has many different accents: American, British, Australian, and even regional accents within each country. It can feel confusing, but here's the trick. The more you listen, the easier it gets. Your brain is amazing at adapting. At first, you might not understand everything, but over time, your ear will get used to different accents. Try to mix it up. One day, listen to an American podcast, and the next, watch a British TV show. By doing this, you'll train your ear to understand English no matter who is speaking. Learning real English through listening. Another huge benefit of listening is that it helps you learn real English. Textbooks are great for learning grammar, but they don't always teach you how people actually speak. When you listen to English in real-life conversations, you'll pick up on common phrases, idioms, and slang that native speakers use every day. For example, have you ever heard someone say, "It's a piece of cake"? If you only read that phrase, you might think they're talking about dessert. But if you hear it in conversation, you'll understand that it means something is easy. This kind of learning only happens through listening. Understanding tone and emotion. Listening also helps you understand tone and emotion in English. How we say something can be just as important as the words we use. For example, someone might say, "That's great," but depending on the tone, they could be excited or sarcastic. By listening to real conversations, you'll start to pick up on these subtle differences. Boosting your confidence through listening. One of the biggest benefits of listening is that it boosts your confidence. When you understand more, you'll feel more confident speaking. It's like preparing for an exam. If you know the material, you feel ready. If you don't, you feel nervous. The same goes for English. The more you listen, the more prepared you'll feel for conversations, and the less afraid you'll be of making mistakes. And remember, ***, it's okay to make mistakes ***. Even native speakers do. What if you don't understand everything? Here's the truth. You don't need to understand every single word to get the main idea of what someone is saying. Think about watching a movie in your own language. Do you catch every word? Probably not, but you still understand the story. English is the same. Focus on the overall meaning, not each individual word. Your brain is really good at filling in the gaps. Using subtitles as a learning tool. If you're watching a TV show or movie and having trouble keeping up, use subtitles. This is not cheating, it's a smart way to learn. Turn on English subtitles and watch how the words match up with what you hear. Over time, you'll find that you need the subtitles less and less. Learning vocabulary in context. Listening helps you learn new vocabulary in context. Let's say you're listening to a podcast and hear the word procrastinate. You might not know what it means at first, but by hearing how it's used, you can guess that it means to delay or put something off. This is called learning from context, and it's one of the most powerful ways to learn new words. Real-life benefits of listening. If you plan to travel, work, or study in an English-speaking country, strong listening skills are essential. Imagine you're in a meeting and your boss is giving important instructions, or you're ordering food at a restaurant. If you can't understand what people are saying, you'll feel lost. But if you've trained your ear by listening regularly, you'll be ready for anything. In conclusion, listening to English is one of the best things you can do to improve your language skills. It helps with pronunciation, vocabulary, and real-life phrases, boosts your confidence, makes speaking easier, and helps you understand different accents. Plus, you can do it anywhere while driving, cooking, or even exercising. The more you listen, the better you'll get. Here's your challenge. Starting today, make listening to English a part of your daily routine. Even just 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a big difference. Find something you enjoy, whether it's a podcast, TV show, or music, and start listening. You'll be amazed at how much progress you make. Are you ready to take your English to the next level? Start listening today and watch your skills grow. Keep listening, keep learning, and remember, every time you listen, you're one step closer to fluency. This version tightens up the language and improves clarity.